tell a joke to the wrong friends, it becomes awkward. When you sing a song to the wrong crowd, it becomes noise. But when you tell an idea to the wrong audience, it becomes controversy. Not because the idea itself is wrong, but because the people you're speaking to just isn't right. If I told someone from the 1850s the concept of Wi Fi, they think I'm crazy. Not because I'm actually crazy, but because the idea of it just didn't make sense back then. Now, raise your hands up if you've ever told someone an idea, patiently, surely, slowly, but instead of listening to you, they just rejected it immediately. Yep, a few hands, right? Now, I feel like what makes people gravitate towards an idea is familiarity. Comfort creates familiarity, but discomfort creates unfamiliarity, which later on creates rejection. Now, let's talk about rejection. In school, rejection means failure. In society, rejection means outcast. But as an idea, rejection just means a space to develop and continue. I think that there are four main factors of how someone could reject an idea. The first one is education factor. If you were to explain quantum physics to a kindergartner, they'd look at you with a silly face. Why? Because the knowledge difference between you and that kindergartner is noticeable. The second one is social interaction. You are who you hang out with, which means the family you see, the people you talk to, and the friends that you hang out with daily contribute to how your mindset grows, which contributes to how you respond to an idea. The third one is moral beliefs. I'm 100% sure that all of you have different goals, different targets in life, which can respond to how you react. And the final one, what if it's not entirely the audience? What if it's also you? Are you speaking in words which the audience can understand? Are you speaking in sentences which the audience can form? If not, then you should probably rehearse on that. This piece of factors is also explained in Galileo Galilei's case when he claimed the idea that it was the earth revolving around the sun and not the sun that was revolving around the earth. His idea was rejected, but after he died a few years later, his idea was proven correct. Now, if we look here again, what made people reject his idea was the education factor between him and people back then about solar space. Now, you're probably thinking, okay, but this is too much information to hold on to, which is why I made a quick poem to remember all four factors in one go. This poem is titled An Idea Never Said, and it's originally written by me. In quiet echoes, I return to truths I buried, left to burn, hidden between layers and layers of extent, entombed between layers and layers of descent. They named me ridiculous as if my awakening was miraculous, a believer of things unseen, if only they saw the truth between. How the words they spoke don't share the same ideas they hold, and how the things they choose to see are far from the same realities as me. Still then, I chose to keep silent, my idea in my heart, waiting for a key not to prove, but to ignite. Now, after this poem, I want you to think of an idea that got rejected, an idea that you made so carefully, an idea that you formulated, that you really had high hopes for it. But when you spoke about it, it got rejected. And I want you to think about that idea and look at this. Did your idea get rejected because of the education difference between you and your audience? Was the social interaction between you and that person different? Were you speaking to the wrong audience with the same moral beliefs? Or was it just you? Is your clarity wrong? Is the words you're speaking not understandable enough? That's something that you all and we all, even me, needs to practice. Thank you.